Hey, good afternoon. This is late afternoon on Friday, just after FOMC. Uh, this is Judd at White Wave Trading Strategies. I'd like to go over just a little bit about what we got right this week, and as usual, all traders every once in a while don't fulfill their own game plan, which happens. After 50 years, they still do it, but that's part of it. So let's just get right to it. I mean, the beginning of the week we came in and I was really bullish European debt and bonds going into the ECB meeting. And it started with the euro in a support on Wednesday. And I was looking for this for a rally because typically the ECB usually comes in and does some bond buying when during Lagarde's press conference. Okay, and that gave us a perfect setup to get long the gold on take another bite of the gold here on Wednesday. We liked it on Monday and we took another bite on Wednesday. And I was looking for a Thursday high in the metals, which have seen this thing a myriad of times. So you had basically all the all the silver names. The silver unwound against the gold in a big way. Platinum in yuan, platinum yen. I've been talking about this for about a week and a half. They're all putting in. These spreads are putting in outside reversal higher quarters, and the platinum is as well. So all these were strong on the spreads, and they all put in, Thursday extremes. Then it was the gold that sold off because everybody's the wrong way against silver, gold silver, which is. Let me just put that up a second. And basically, everybody got blown out of this spread on going into Thursday morning. And you can see you have a big ORL week, and that's the silver gaining on the gold. But we're coming down into areas where I do not want to be involved in this spread. You can see a couple of weeks ago, it took off. And that was the gold leading, and now the silver's caught up. So this is going to be a little bit of a nuanced trade going forward. All right, what else do we have? We had, the risk spreads. This day we had, ORH day and NASDAQ bonds, mainly because of the bond side, not because of the equity side. The bonds all peaked at proprietary numbers that we had on Wednesday, a little bit later in the morning than I thought, but nonetheless, you have the peak and the break. I'm not looking to be long treasuries. I think that's a huge mistake. My long-term target is still basically 100 in the bond futures and closer to 7.5% in yield. So I'm seller of big rallies in the bonds. The dollar is interesting as long as the euro holds 1.1215, it's good. Thursday, it got up into the 50-quarter average and backed off a little bit when the bonds peaked. It was the same trade. But this is what you're looking at here. This is a major bottoming pattern on a yearly basis. So as long as you're above 112.14, the dollar's going to remain weak, and I'm looking for, closer to 120. So if you like, and I also like to make an announcement that this is, in 2 weeks I'm having my matrix class. And if you want a set of recordings and be involved in live trading, then in 2 Fridays from now, you can come in and join. But if you want to listen to the recordings first and get a heads up on what's going on and learn how to put the world together in a global macro format and create a price template that you'll be able to use the rest of your life and everything, this is for you. All right, that's all I've got. You know, it's been a while since I've streamed. Been a little under the weather, but I'll start